How y'all doing? We're here with Ginger Those Are Creations. I was working on another record breaker. I have never done a black swipe for this method, and I wanted to see it, and I wanted to see it with the neons. Testing out some new neon paints I got for my birthday. Let's go paint! These are the Soho Urban Artist, and these are my old Mont Marte standby. The fluorescent colors, oh, they are all so bright, and we are going to give it a black swipe color. One thing that I have so far discovered is that the sawtooth swipe tool is important to this type of project because I like the little variations that it gives around the central hub when it's done that way, so this kind of swipe tool is good for this kind of project. Take my word for it. We dip in our black and we go from the hub out and just see what blooms. One thing you do have to do when you have a sawtooth edge on a swipe tool like this, though, is you have to be careful when you clean it, because I had one before that had a sawtooth edge to it, and I pulled the teeth off of it cleaning it, because I guess I'm an aggressive cleaner, I don't know, and I just swiped that rag right through there. Gotta be careful, but we're not there yet, so we're okay. Just watch that reactivity. Craziness. Mont Marte is showing up. A heavy contender. Fortunately, it looks like not a lot of that. Not a lot of that purple is going to make it into the final product, but I was a little worried that it was going to be too distracting since there is no purple in the Soho. Advance again. Stripy cells, love stripy cells, big fan, big fan. Love that Mont Marte reactivity. Now we have to see what Soho has to offer. There's a little bit of purple though. That's nice, that's nice. And there we go. Drop the rag so that I don't put it in there again. Advance all the way to here. I think I'm gonna have to come right back up the center of that just to make it not stand out so much. Just love watching those cells develop. And the last swipe right up there. Bye. We have gone all the way around the clock. And it is ever so pretty. I think that's up. I can sort of see through the greenhouse a little bit. Not really well, but enough to see the color blocking line, which suggests to me that that is up. So there's definitely a difference right off the bat. feel like we got better, more subtle color mixing in here. These just like big blocks of color have kind of taken over. There's some that it's sharing, but not as intensely as our Soho. We won't know completely until it's dry, because it is going to continue to do its thing for the rest of the evening until it is dry. But just looking at it here, we have these huge cells that are developed, and over here we have small intricate details and lizardy looking skin. Let's see if I can delicately pull the center thing off, give you the full effect. There we go. And we'll come in for a close-up. Woohoo! Bright and pretty. There we have it. This is the Mont Marte side. All that big, beautiful, pebbly lacing going on, that electric lacing. But over here, the lizard skin detail. I oh so love it. The color mixing is more subtle. That may be the way that I layered it, but it looks like it's just kind of sharing space better. We'll see what happens when it's dry. It is a wonderful effect either way. So, if you love the fluorescent, stay tuned for the dry result. So I used a smaller cookie cutter with this one, and it was too small because I caught the edge of the label and it tore because it's attached to the clear gesso, and it tore that label off, which is not the goal, but you know, it's a roughed up record anyway, so not a big loss either way. I just need to make sure that I use the bigger cookie cutter when I do the real deal. But check this out, our Soho versus Mont Marte neon paint face-off. If it comes right down to it, I probably do like the Mont Marte just a little bit better. I like the overreaction of the cheapy paints, because that's what those big open cells are, kind of, is that it just kind of reacts more and doesn't stand up as well to whatever. And the Soho over here is giving its best, which is really good. It kind of depends on whatever application you want to use it for. I am not good at comparison and going, you should use this one. It's always, you should use this one if you want to do this, but this one if you want to do this. We're all good. Double win, triple win, everybody wins. This is a lizard skin. If I'm losing you at this point, thanks for hanging out. If you want to geek out on color with me, stay with me till after the fade. Either way, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye. Our ice cream headache colors for our Soho side of our contenders. We have yellow, green, blue, pink, red, and orange. Slightly unfairly, Mont Marte has more colors to offer. Magenta, pink, purple, yellow, orange, green, blue, and red. Soho's colors seem a bit richer, if not a bit darker. I always kind of like how heavy-bodied the Soho paints are. They go further, but I suspect that the Mont Marte is going to react more because cheapies are always overreactive. But we're gonna slap them on in a way that is aesthetically pleasing, and then we're gonna use Amsterdam Oxide Black as our swipe color. Let's pop in some magenta, try to keep everything on one side so that we can compare them when they're done. Magenta and pink almost look the same to me. in so many ways. I'm a little worried about the asymmetry of putting purple only on one side. That's the real ice cream headache right there, that yellow. Woo, bright. My perennial favorite, fluorescent orange. Honestly, maybe I should have gone into road construction for how much I like fluorescent orange. This color reminds me of the Amsterdam King's Blue, and I really don't like it, but oh well. We'll have the reds compete side by side, why don't we? Right there. Much richer red. Actually looks like a red instead of a pink. How about we put a little more of it aside from just the 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. Major ice cream headache yellow. Coming up through with this blue that looks too dark to me to be a fluorescent color, but oh well. It's dark, it's dark. It looks like brilliant blue from a different brand. It goes, right? Let's see if we can get some of this pink to scream along here. That's interesting though, that red and yellow are already reacting. Just sitting there, they're reacting. I guess the blue and the orange are here too. They're getting a little fuzzy. Orange, my favorite orange. When you go bright, you gotta go orange. And that is why we put stuff on the center to protect the label. Even though it's someone I've never heard of before. That's our mess. Thanks for sticking around to the end if you're still here. See you next Sunday. Bye-bye.